This is how you renew the paint in your golf clubs. One thing we can do is we can renew the paint so it looks a bit newer, and another thing we can do is change the paint to make it a completely different colour and stand out from the crowd. Now, things you can use for this are things like G-Paint. G-Paint, I'm a big fan of this because it just comes in easy to use bottles. He says as he can't open the lid. We get into here, it's got a small nib on the end there, and you squeeze the pot and you squeeze it into the number, and then I'll show you how to tidy it up and finish it off. Now, I got a load of these off of eBay. This is a paint pen and it does the same sort of thing, and you can also use nail varnish. So one thing we have to be careful when we're putting the paint in here is that we don't contaminate this other area here. You can put the paint in here and wipe over all of it and make it all the same colour. But if you want to say, like, keep that line there and that S a different colour to the 54 and the 14, we need to do something like this. But if I use this one as an example, I'm going to put the white paint in here. It's going to go around that area. I want to try and avoid getting it into the other lines, but if I do get it in there, that's fine. I get this in here, and I basically get a little bit too much paint around the number. Whack the lid on, get some kitchen roll and wipe. What I want to do is I want to wipe away from the other lettering, because if I wipe towards the other lettering, it's going to get stuck in there and it's going to contaminate it. Now, if I want to get really fancy and put some yellow in here, I need to try and get this bit, and I'm thinking about the direction I can wipe. I want to be able to wipe away from the areas that I've already done. If I get it into an area I've not done yet, it's not as much of an issue. And with these paint pens, you have to keep dabbing this to try and get that paint to come through, and eventually it comes through in one big splodge. Come on. There we go. So I've got that in the S. I'm going to get it in that line as well. I'm trying to be really, really careful not to get it into the other bit again. That goes there. I want to wipe this way, so I go away from all the other lettering, and I don't mind contaminating the 14 just a little bit, and I'm leaving all this excess paint there. I'm leaving all that paint that's not quite right in place for the minute. And I've always got a big tub of acetone around. This is the same as nail polish remover. If you might have some in the household, that would be very helpful. You can also use white spirit. White spirit just needs a few more wipes to get it to be nice and clean and crisp, but I'm going to go away from the 14 and just one quite sharp movement there. I don't want to rub. I just want to do one clean whoop and see what happens, and then I'm trying again not to go towards the other numbers. It's already looking a lot tidier. Now let's get a different colour into that number 14. You buy the packs of paint pens for not a lot at all. You buy these G-Paint ones that last a lot longer, and they're a bit more robust. They don't flick out as easily. They're a bit more permanent. I'm going to get that 14 in blue. So again, I'm just pressing that in. I'm trying to get it just outside the lettering. That's in blue. That goes away. That wipes off. Oh, the acetone has dried a little bit too much, has it? No, we're good, we're good. Right, there we go. We've got some lettering in there, and it looks nice and clean and tidy compared to how it was before. Obviously, this head doesn't have a shaft in it, so it's easier to maneuver around. You can do it with the shaft in still. You've just got to move your hand a bit more than the club head. But I hope that helps you learn how to have a little go with this yourself. You can get things looking nice and funky. Paint pens off eBay, not a lot. G-Paint, eBay or a retailer, again not too much, but they last a bit longer and you get a bit more in the pot than you would a pen. Or have a go with some nail varnish that you might be able to steal from someone else in the house maybe, unless you've got your own, which is absolutely fine.